Oh, we're back then. We're back playing some Deep Rock Galactic at less than 150 frames per second. And you know what? The refresh rate of my monitor, it's well below 150. So, we're good. Will you notice? Okay. I'm glad everything on your end is looking as good as it is on my end. I don't have like a super duper fancy graphics card or anything, but you know, it's good enough to play games like this. So, I'm glad that it's not bugging you. How are you today? Speaking of bugs, there's a bacteria plague. I don't know what that is, but I like it. We're gonna go get some eggies. We gotta slap the lucky dice though. I'm glad it's going good. Yeah, OBS, like sometimes the display in OBS is all over the place. And before the frame counter, like it'll say the number of frames you've dropped over the course of your stream. It was at 0. 0 is pretty low. There's lower numbers. Like 1 teen and 11D3. Those are lower numbers. Oh no, we need that nitro. Go get the nitro. Anyways, I'm glad it's all working. That's what we aim for here. A quality show where quality means you know, I made a logo. Exactly. Exactly. I'm really shedding that extra weight. The problem with my stream is that it was too heavy. And by getting rid of all of these extra frames, we're really just streamlining the whole production. So here I'm not about the number of frames, but like the quality of the frames. You know what I'm saying? So like, why bother with all these extra frames if most of them are like wasted, right? What I'm aiming for more is like 3 frames a second of just gold level content. Just like AAA frames. You're gonna be like, wow, look at that draw distance. You're gonna get more info in 3 of my frames than 10 of any other competitors. That's a promise. I don't know what you guys are doing, but you look cool to me. You don't try to eat me. I'm fine. We can chill. Okay, I'm gonna continue where my good buddy Bosco left off. Alright, we got a little staircase. It's cute. We're looking for the eggies. Okay, I get it. You're gross. Everyone knows it. You don't need to show off like that. Man. What a frame rate. I'm kind of happy that, like, the compute power required for graphics isn't increasing exponentially anymore. I never found that stuff really that exciting about video games. I mean, obviously it's like better when the game looks better, but like, I think there's a difference between art style and the cost of computing the render, right? Okay, I get it. You're a big dumb jerk. No one likes you. Like, I think it's one of the things that's like fun about working for like making stuff for the Game Boy is that like 2-bit graphics are still really good. You know? If you can't make something look good on the Game Boy, it's just a sign of a lack of imagination. I mean, obviously there's types of art that are just not possible on a Game Boy. Like, you're not drawing anything 3D or whatnot, right? There's no color. I'm not stupid. But I firmly believe that these things are more of like an art direction and a art style thing, and less of a technological problem, if that makes sense. More of a creative problem. Thank you, Bosco.
Combat positions. The swarm is here.
Yeah, it's really calmed down. For games anyways, I'm kind of glad, right? I've never really been too intrigued by the whole, like, video games as tech thing. I know that, like, some people really go in for, like, buying the latest PlayStation so they can, you know, play the next shiny shooter. Think of how good the shooters are going to be when there's more shadows or whatever, right? But to me, that's never one of the things that really excited me about games, is the games being technological accomplishments. And obviously that's cool too, right? There's a lot of really awesome problem solving that goes into the technical implementation of these things. And congratulations to the programmers and artists who are finding ways to make that tech work. That's sweet. Good for you guys. But I've always been more interested in like the tech, like the problem solving angle of that, and less of like the actual machine itself, right? That's just me. Nice. Yes, I've been seeing on Twitter that you're putting together a DOS rig together. I think that's fun. I think that's part of the joy, right? Is like not so much getting the best thing ever, but like finding like a good example of an era. Yeah, the example I always give is like something like oil painting or whatever, right? What if oil painting got a firmware update every 6 months, right? And we took all those Dutch master paintings and we like fixed them with ray tracing and stuff. You know, it doesn't make any sense, right? You know, the thing with Picasso is that his sense of perspective was really bad. So what we've done is we've gone ahead and we've upgraded the tool chain he's used. And we just went and took photos of all the things he painted. And now they're way more accurate. You'd be like, you've missed the entire point of painting. You're a maniac, right? But we do that with games, right? The HD remake of whatever. Can you imagine? Like the HD remake of St. Paul's Cathedral or something, right? The remaster of the Hagia Sophia. It's insensible, right? It just doesn't... You would never do that. We've remastered the violin. The violin now has, instead of 4 strings, it's got 20. It's like 5 times as much violin. Think of all the violin you can play now. It's the HD remaster of the violin. We took what we did is Prokofiev's you know Prokofiev's Peter and the Wolf, where the bassoon plays like a duck part. You know what I mean? The flutes are the birds. The trombones are the lions, right? Or the wolves, right? See, Prokofiev only did that because he didn't have access to actual ducks and wolves. So what we've gone ahead is we've replaced the oboe part with just a recording of a real duck, and we think classical musical listeners are gonna really respond to that quite well. It's a really faithful remaster of Peter and the Wolf. Well, you know, Swan Lake might be legendary for the beauty of its choreography. But you'd be shocked to learn that the original, it neither had swans nor lakes. So, you know, if the Paris Ballet Company could have afforded it at the time, I'm sure they would have used real swans. So we've just gone ahead and we've done an HD remake of Swan Lake using all real swans. It's incredible. Anyways, I could go on and on, right? But, oh, I fell over. Oh, I found some valuable things. Is falling over good? Open wide. I mean, I could go on, right? You get what I'm saying. A remake I quite enjoyed was Link's Awakening. The Switch. I thought that was really nice. The soundtrack was really good. They made a lot of really interesting and unique choices aesthetically. Things that were just 100% not in the original. But they created something that was unto itself like an interesting aesthetic, you know, gameplay experience, while still like capturing a lot of the feeling and flair of the original. I thought that was really good because it's like they're both worth playing. Neither of them like replace each other. Totally, yeah. The ports I don't mind, and you know, and if every now and then you gotta have a port that makes a few little changes for technical reasons, like you know, this sort of thing just isn't available on this piece of hardware, and so we left that out. You know, I understand. It's cool when it's like as faithful as possible, right? That's what you want in a port, I think. But you know, it happens, right? I don't see any reason to be like dogmatic about it. Yeah. Classic Nintendo. They haven't done that particular thing for a while, I don't think. But they certainly have done it in the past. More charging like $10 or $5 for an old ROM. I could be wrong though. I've been wrong before. But yeah, they're definitely known for that kind of nonsense. Yeah, it's not so nice. You know, I mean, I took your meaning. I just thought you were being sarcastic. But yeah, it's not so good. It's not a great look. You know, I understand charging something, you know. There's a service being provided when you're updating some old software. You got to do QA, you got to make sure it actually runs properly and looks good, and there's packaging and marketing, and you know, you got to promote it a little bit and all this stuff, right? It's not free. But yeah, there's also, you know, a point where you're like, really? Really? Did it really cost this much to make this game?
All eggs collected. Management will be pleased. Escape pod button is activated.
The whole question of like,
Is en route.
what's the price of a game? You know, how much should you expect for
Supply pod is inbound.
a $20 game? How much should you expect for a $50 game, kind of thing? It's sort of a weird conversation too, right?
Pod has arrived. The M.U.L.E has been called back. Drop pod departing in T-minus 5 minutes.
Because of the length of the game? Is it the quality of the visuals? It's hard to say, right? Companies have charged a lot of different numbers for a lot of games of varying qualities over the years, right? A lot of that stuff always just has to do with how much money people have, right? Generally speaking, the way that purchasing powers work is people more or less allocate their available funds according to how much of it they have, and they'll spend it proportionately.
Has been successfully retrieved. Make it snappy, team. The drop pod won't hang around forever.
So like people whose income is 20% higher than you
Pulling you back in.
have a tendency to spend the same amount relative as you do on food. They just pay more for all of it. And sure, they might be getting fancier cuts of meat or whatever, right? But a lot of it will go into things like, you know, organic produce. You know, they'll go to a restaurant just as often, and when they do, they'll go to places where instead of being a $15 plate, it's a $20 plate, right? So it's the same thing for games, right? What people are willing to pay has way more to do with how much money they have and less of like the actual value of what they're buying. Throw flares with more force. It's not very useful. Unstoppable. Environmental slowdown effects are reduced by 20%. Sweet tooth. 20% more healing sounds okay, honestly. We'll do that. Vampire. Good thing you work underground. Gain 2 health when you kill a medium-sized or large creature with a melee attack. That sounds pretty good. Really. Beastmaster. Charm a glyphid grunt. Become your loyal companion. You only have 1 tame grunt at a time. 5-minute cooldown. Hold E while looking at a glyphid grunt. It's within 2 meters. That's cute. Dash. That sounds annoying to use. I don't want to mash the left shift button. We're gonna go with Iron Will because it's the one I use. The one that I want. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yes, indeed. Alright. I've managed to save money by quitting smoking. My financial situation did not because they just spent it elsewhere. Yeah, that's the exact thing. You know, there's some exchanging. You know, you need to stop that. Yeah, there's some people who learn how to plan, and some people value financial planning more than others, right? you know, I'm not saying that it's morally good or better to save money, right? Not that clear cut, right? I think socially we sort of accept the idea that just like having money is good, being good with your money is good, and there's like a moral component to it, right? It's you're a good person if you have a balanced checkbook or whatnot, and bad people who are people who spend beyond or not reasonably according to their means or whatnot. I don't think that's true, but it is just sort of like a broad economic truth that people like whatever money they're earning, that's how much they spend, and it has nothing to do with their needs or even what like is available. People just, as you say, they just find places to spend the money. That's one of the economic truths about our society.
Egg collection time, team. Alien eggs. The company wants them. Don't ask why.
Well, it's good that they're alien eggs.
Only in return. Simple.
I'm glad they're not dwarf eggs. Well, maybe. Well, no. I don't know much about dwarf reproduction. Okay. We all get it. You're gross. You want to get hit with a pickaxe. Just dump the egg. Okay, there's one. What do you want? Oh, fine. Oh, I fell in a hole. Ooh, pretty flower. How I join your game? You know what? I just started this one, so I'm gonna abandon this mission so you can join my game. How does that sound? I was like 2/4 of the way through, otherwise known as a half. It's also 4/8, 3/6, shall we say? I maybe would have kept going, but you know, I just started. How I gam join? Okay. Listen, young troll. Young squire troll. Invite. There you go. We were just talking about microeconomics, a subject I know that's near and dear to your heart. You want a microeconomics together? We're doing eggies. And we're also doing a dangerous mission.
Pod is ready. Time
If
to leave.
you and I get murdered, we can drop down to a less difficult thingamajigger, but there we go. Bonjour, comment ça va? Doo-ba-doo-doo-ba-doo-boo. Boop-ba-doo, boop-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. I'm in voice chat. I don't know if you are. Maybe you can hear me. Maybe you can't hear me. Oh,
I even said hello to you.
maybe I just talked right over you. Let me adjust the volume mixer so that
And then you talked over me.
that sounds like something
Here.
I would do.
Hello.
I'm very
The French way. The starts with an A.
Hello. Can you talk? Okay, that's better. Can you say one more thing?
I am the very model of a modern major general.
Yeah. Vegetable, mineral, all that.
You know it.
I gotta apply just a little bit more gain to the thing. OBS's audio situation is always just super whack. I have no idea what's going on over there.
I added more to my flames and bought a thing that makes it so that I do slightly less friendly fire damage.
There you go. So it means you can flamethrower with reckless abandon.
Yeah, I'm thinking about turning that off and putting on thorns instead.
Yeah.
Drop sequence
I think I'll leave
initiating.
the friendly
Fasten
fire
your
thing
seatbelts.
on for now, at least though.
Nice.
Drop sequence
We
initiating.
were talking about microeconomics before. Everyone's most favorite stream topic.
I have strong opinions.
You have strong feelings strong feelings about microeconomics.
I do.
Oh, well, I mean, it's good to be passionate.
Yeah. I feel like money is the closest thing to a literal reality-altering superpower that people have, and that tying morality to it is a thing that people that already have the power are allowed to do.
Sure, yeah, there's a lot of reason to that.
You're going after eggs this time. Alien eggs.
The
Missed them. They're big and they glow. Get the eggs to stow them.
yeah, the warden guy powers up
Gross.
the dudes around it. Cool. So we did that.
I'm glad we killed it. I hated that thing.
Yeah, they're pretty bad. There's an eggy thing over there, I think, somewhere. So we are playing on the on a higher difficulty level than we were before. Okay?
Okay.
So if we all get murdered, that might be why. But we're also probably gonna have to stick together a little bit more than we were before. Because
There's
otherwise...
a lot of wandering.
Yeah. Okay, there's an eggy dude over there. I don't know how we're gonna get down.
Oh,
But
I
you-
know how we can get
Oh
down.
yeah, you have drill hands, right?
Yeah.
How did I forget? Yeah, the superpower is, I think, a good way of framing it, for sure. Also, like, the moralizing is definitely a component of the way that, like, we socially view wealth. Like, not only is it just, like, useful to have money, but that it's, like, morally correct to be in the money. And that when people don't have money, it's because, like, a failure of their moral character. And not just, like, a reality of economic forces.
Yeah, I mean, the idea of tying morality to how much money you have is really, it's a very effective way for rich people to sort of separate out the idea of equality in general.
Yeah.
Because automatically, if people don't have something, it means that they don't deserve it. Because
Sure.
the market gives people what they deserve. So if they don't have it, then they're bad people. And like making things more equal is actually an immoral act rather than helping people being a moral act.
Right, because you're offsetting some natural balance determined by economic forces, I guess would be the argument. I think that oftentimes you don't necessarily even need to use agency to explain these kinds of forces, right? Like, you know, economic inequality breeding warped sense of morality doesn't really need a bad guy to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
I mean, it's basically caused by inefficiency.
sure, yeah, but like the idea, like people don't even need to be doing these things intentionally, shall we say, right? Like,
No, I would even say that it's rare that it is done intentionally.
yeah, I think that's usually, in my sense of the thing, is that the real source of these types of problems is the banality of them. You know what I mean? In the same sense that there's like not really a villain to point to, is part of what makes the problem so hard to solve and egregious, shall we say?
Yeah, and there's nothing in the system that would make people want to change it after they already are being benefited by it.
Yeah. Well, it's these things with like the system itself is self-perpetuating, right? That's what makes it a system, right? If it wasn't a system, it wouldn't self-perpetuate itself. I had one of these situations come up recently at work where, you know, I'm an intern, right? And so, you know, understandably, not everybody puts number one priority in telling me what's up or what's going on, right? Because they know at some point I'm moving on, and just so long as I can get more done than not, then they're happy, right? But there was a tool that I'd been using that there was this whole other set of features for that I didn't know existed, and I could have been doing much better work for a very long time if I had known they existed. And upsetting isn't quite the right word, but when I found out that it did exist, I wish that I had known sooner, right? But part of the problem is that everybody who doesn't know that they exist finds out the same way, right? They get into a situation where they need that particular tool to solve a problem, and then someone goes, oh yeah, all right, probably nobody told you, but yada yada yada, right? And because everybody only ever needs to go through that process once, it never gets documented, right? Because by the time you would need those documents, you already don't need documents anymore. You know what I'm saying?
That I do.
And it's one of these things where, because everybody in the workplace is somebody who has the skill set that allows them to endure those types of experiences and still continue to contribute and be successful, the only people left in the workplace are the kind of people who don't care if that policy is changed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so naturally you have this work environment where easily solvable, simple problem will never get addressed. Because the people who are left to resolve it are people who don't care about streamlining the education of new staff in quite that way.
Yeah, because they were hired for their ability to solve the problem, not to explain to other people how to solve the problem.
Sure, yeah.
They're actually really good at their part.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, it's one of these funny things. And I think that, like, there's a lot of things that can be sort of better understood through those sorts of, like, analysis of those systems, where, like, wealth is literally perpetuating because it allows you to make more wealth when you have wealth. Did you die too? Or are you still up?
I'm still up. I'm gonna
Okay.
get my shields back and then come in and pick it back up.
Okay.
Also, it might blow up again. Oh,
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
Did you die?
Yeah.
Alright, we're both dead then.
I thought I could kill it before it would blow up again.
Sorry, I should have said I was in this zero. I was in the Iron Will sort of situation.
Ah.
So, like, yeah, I killed it, and then I think it killed you too, which is too sad. But
Yeah, I've got the instant heal, or the instant res thing too.
oh yeah, it's handy, right? Because you can revive people while it's going on.
Yeah. I wish I could remember the name of the, like, it's like somebody's law, but the idea of people that like Western businesses are built to favor incompetence at the top end.
Sure.
Because you get, if you do well at your job, you get promoted.
Yeah.
So you have a different job.
The mission is ready.
Yes.
That job, then you get promoted.
To drop pod.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you just keep going until you're not good enough to get promoted anymore.
Sure, right. And so you end up at the place you're least capable of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the entire system is built to, like, just keep empowering people to be put in positions that they're bad at doing.
Yeah, that's an interesting observation. Certainly, there's this prioritizing of extroverted characteristics over introverted characteristics. This is like, the idea is that you gain competency in something, and then that justifies you in order to do leadership roles, where you lead people who are not as good as you are at that task to do it, right? And impart your knowledge on them or whatnot. But that just basically presumes that it's better to be extroverted than it is to be introverted. It's just like a system-wide recognition.
It's called the Peter Principle, by the way.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Egg collection time, team. Alien eggs. The company wants them. Don't ask why.
Yeah, that's a good. That's a good observation.
Simple.
Right, unless you have the forethought to be like, you know what, I'm going to stay in this role because I'm good at it.
Yeah, but the people that are gonna want those promotions are gonna even more like confirm that principle.
Sure, yeah.
Because they're those extroverted people. They're like, oh, you're making a number for mine go up. I'm taking the big number.
Yeah, I like when the number is big because that's the bigger number.
I've played Cookie Clicker for like 6 weeks. Like my number is bigger than anybody's.
The problem with the number is that it wasn't big enough.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely. You know, and this obviously the elephant in the room is in the contemporary, you know, political positions with people who are upset at the police and upset at government for systemic this and that and the other thing, right? Is part of it is you have these structures that create these problems, right? And the reason why the structures stay around is because that's one of their characteristics, right? They have the ability to perpetuate themselves. If they didn't, they would stop happening, right? Because then they wouldn't survive. They'd be edged out, right? But then, as a consequence, part of the problem with dealing with those structures is oftentimes the change needs to come from outside of the structure in order to change a system that is self-perpetuating. But then you have this issue where, because the system is self-perpetuating, it tends towards favoring
Self-defense mechanisms.
yeah, totally, right? Just like built into the thing. Like you look at what's going on at like Blizzard Activision, right? Where
Oh, God.
where so much of what's being reported as being this terrible behavior goes explicitly against the company policy, right? But part of it is that the company policy is being put.
Company policy.
Yeah. But I mean that's part of it is that the people who write policy there and the people who enact policy there are not the same people.
One or two, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna hit these with my pickaxe. They're gonna go away. Then like 6 of them crawled out of that damn hole.
Yeah. They're goofuses. Kaboom! That was gross.
I don't really understand where you're going, so I'm not helping you with the digging. But
Okay.
I'll definitely bring these guys.
I'm trying to traverse this crevasse.
You're trying to traverse the cravat?
Yeah, a ciabatta, in order to get the thing.
Okay, so we're going through the ceiling?
Yeah, in order to try to get at the thing from above.
Okay.
Like another really good example of this thing is, you know, there's an organization in every single country all over the world that takes regular, everyday, just normal people and teaches them to shoot people on command, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just
Away, load up.
no, it's the military, right? Every country has one.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Right, like every country, pretty much every country has a military, and they take regular people who had never hurt anybody, and they make it so that they're comfortable with, you know, following orders to end people's lives, right?
Contact. Lock and load.
And it isn't a moral judgment on anybody involved, right? Because it's only natural that if you're involved in that system, that's going to be the output, right? It's going to turn you into that sort of person, because that's what it does. In the same way that like a toaster is the sort of machine that makes toast.
Wendy's is a machine that makes people shoot.
Yes, exactly. That's funny. Hey, I found some carbon. Oh, it's just burnt tree. I get it.
I think that some of the carbon used to be enemies.
Ah, until you became the kind of machine
Right.
that kills enemies.
Yep. I am become Wendy's, destroyer of bugs.
I thought Wendy's was the propagator of bugs.
Well, sort of the house, like housing tenements or whatever.
The houser of bugs,
Yeah.
the
They
domicile.
probably charge rent.
Well, that's the thing about bugs, right?
There, the wing
I found one of your axes.
dispatch whatever's left.
Oh, I missed that axe.
Good old axie. Okay, I think this is... Wow.
That's a large friend.
Yeah. He's spitting at me. And those
Yeah,
aren't...
well, he fell down.
Those aren't... those aren't bars he's spitting. What if they were? What if the bugs could rap? What kind of game would that be?
Problem because I'm the guy that's supposed to be spitting fire.
That's fair. Alright, we gotta go down now. Roughly speaking. You wanna take us downwards? It seems like it's kinda your bit, right?
I've done so.
Okay, I don't know where you left from. Oh, I
I
found it.
backed up slightly.
Okay. We good. Anyhow.
Jeez.
The only point I'm trying to make is that, like, a lot of times people get very conspiratorial about these sorts of things. Like, talk about them as though they're, like, secrets spoken only in dark rooms, you know, in the shadows. But I think, like, the explanation for how these things happen should sort of match the mundanity and the banality of the rate at which they take place. We just sort of like live in a world where the things that gain traction are the things that are able to keep their grip.
Yeah, plus I'm not smart enough to, like, ever conceive of something as complicated as that level of conspiracy anyway. Like,
Sure.
if it's a real one, it's got me figured out. Like, if I know what it is and everything, it can't be real, because I'm too dumb to figure out a real one. Like, because there have been real ones,
Yeah.
and they're right over my head. Like, I don't fucking know. Like the light bulb conspiracies. You ever hear of those ones?
This with the CFLs or?
No, there's when light bulbs were first really starting to hit the market. There was a few different companies that all came together to decide the price of light bulbs based on how long or how often they wanted them to be replaced.
Sure.
And so, although technology existed to create better light bulbs, they would immediately buy it out and shut it down.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Because everybody in this organization had they had agreed that they wouldn't make light bulbs that would be at a certain level of efficiency.
Sure, yeah. Yeah. I mean, the same thing happened with car tires, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? I never would have thought of that. It's a great conspiracy. Right over my head. Smart people shit.
Yeah.
Like, Illuminati? That's dumb people shit. That stuff actually makes sense to me, so it can't be right.
Sure. And now we have LED everything.
Yeah.
You have a LED backlit toaster. Backlit toast. I want my toast to have underglow. They stick LEDs in everything now, eh? Like you see those kettles? Like you get the kettles with the LEDs on the bottom so that your water is blue while it's boiling or whatever.
That's not a thing. You're making that up to make a point.
This is like every product on Amazon is X plus LEDs. Oh no, help me, help me, help me, help me! Not with fire. That burns me too.
What? No, you're fine. I helped you.
Okay, good.
You're fine. I didn't even hurt you, I don't think.
I always get grabbed by those things.
I had a thing that, like, gave me a warning, and then I got rid of it, and then I got grabbed in, like, the next mission.
There you go.
I found this thing. Do you want this?
The egg? I think that's for the rover.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's for the mule. Gathering
That looks
winter.
nice. You sure you don't want it? There you go.
I'll take it. There's an explosion guy or two coming over here, eh?
Oh, I didn't know. Where's that? Oh, sweet. Oh, hello.
That bad for eggs? Just broke, eh? Poor kettle.
You got one of the LED kettles?
Get an F in the chat for the kettle. Mom's kettle.
Yeah.
Oh god, that hurt. I'm gonna call down a supply drop, I think.
Yeah, I'm out of fire.
Okay. Coming down.
Underway.
But yeah,
Found a tumbleweed
nice.
that I can kick, and I pinned it into a corner, and so I'm just kicking this tumbleweed into this hole over there.
You're just gonna bully
I
it,
have a
the
great
tumbleweed.
Do you want to try
Yeah.
this out? It's great.
Sure. After I get the nitra, I'll indulge your tumbleweed.
Yeah, we both have important stuff to do.
You the tumbleweed, me the life-saving supplies, you know, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty much every product on Amazon right now, is that, like, it seems like people just really love things that light up. And for a lot of consumers, 45 cents worth of LEDs adds a lot of perceived value. Great work. You're doing just so good.
Oh, hey, check it out, check it out.
You're in the way, so I can't do it.
Okay, there we go. Good. Yeah! There you go.
Kicking the tumbleweed like a real pro.
Yeah! It's not even moving, it's great.
Ah, flies. I destroyed a hive of wasps with a machine gun.
Excellent.
Okay, so there's more eggs in this direction. I go over here to the north. Oh, the old stabby vine.
I also gave my my flamethrower stickiness.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that sounds cruel.
A thing vomited on me, I think. Oh wait, no, I cleaned it off. Good.
In a good way or in a bad way?
Surprisingly bad. Different than I was expecting.
Yeah, I'm with you, Dark 6. I don't get the appeal. All the rainbow LED vomit. With some stuff, it's hard to get a non-LED version. Or like keyboards are bad for that, right? Like,
I hate all of that shit. Every time that I end up buying something for Razer,
yeah,
like,
a little tacky. But yeah, it's one of those things. Like LEDs are super duper cheap, but for whatever reason, consumers perceive them as being valuable. Like something that adds to the appeal and the perceived value of the product. Maybe they should just start covering video games in LEDs so that we can charge more for them.
isn't that how Borderlands got made?
Adding LEDs to things.
Yeah. Holy shit, we can add an LED to this gun. Holy shit!
I mean, kinda. Alright, that was gross. Yeah, I guess so.
I
mean, that goes-
okay.
I hope so too. Did you name it?
No, I should have. I think it's bad luck to name something before a certain time, you know? Before it's
Yeah.
ready for me.
Just in case your kid dies and you have to feed them to the wolves or something.
Yeah, it'll tell me its name. And
Sure, yeah.
It wasn't able to because I kept kicking it in the face.
Right. It being a tumbleweed. Okay. So it looks
Oh,
like
wow.
the
This one
next...
is not close to us.
Yeah. I guess you look too. Right in the booty. Uh-oh, the stabby vines. Oh, I'm out of ammo entirely.
Yeah, the vines from Half-Life.
Yeah, they're in this. This game features a lot of that stuff. A lot of.
Homages to Half-Life?
Or just homages to various different games.
Mm.
Okay, I'm making for the supply pod. Because I'm like almost out of ammo and stuff.
Okay.
But we'll...
Yeah, I suppose I'll come with.
Then we can make our way to the next thing.
It's a bit of a drop.
I used my spider...
Down.
I used my Spider-Man
Oh,
hands.
Fucking Spider-Man hands.
Yeah,
All I can do is destroy, and you can create.
Yeah, exactly.
Edward Drill Hands.
Yeah. I'm Spider-Man hands.
Father was gonna put regular hands on me, but he died before.
Before he could. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of connected to what we were talking about before with like the perceived value of games, right? How consumers have really weird ideas about how much a game should cost based on usually like the amount of lighting in the game. Like it's, you know, a well-lit game looks expensive, so it should cost $60. There's another thing there if you want it.
Okay, I thought you were gonna take it.
No, I grabbed mine.
Is that why Doom 3 was free when it came out?
Because it had no lights? Just maybe.
See anything. So do you shoot the hooks? How do you hurt these things?
There's a little little like yellow area.
Ah.
What you don't want to do is get hit by them.
I found that to be true. I'm getting hit more than 0 times. I don't like it.
Yeah, you ran right down there with them.
I did. I thought that they were like related to me because they also didn't have hands. They were just made to destroy.
Right. I get that.
Brethren.
You recognize them as your kin.
Yeah, and then they tried to introduce themselves to me the same way that I introduced myself to other people. And
Through
for that
screaming.
reason, you'd think that I would have run away immediately,
What is this?
but no. You know,
Found a
it was
dingus.
just-
Oh, I think I was reading about these. Where like you get uh-oh, there's another stabby thing.
Hey, stabby thing, ASL.
Everyone on the internet is a stabby thing, I think. Stranger
Yeah, this is
danger.
true.
Stranger danger.
I'm pretty sure 4chan is just stabby things.
So I think with these guys, what you need is like the ability. You need like a high level character, and this is sort of like some end game content stuff,
Ah.
where like you get magic keys or something. You get a genie.
You get a wizard's kiss.
Yeah, you get visited by Sinbad, the comedian.
What the?
And he hooks you up.
I don't know, like, Sinbad seemed like he was a ripoff of somebody else that didn't exist.
Secondary objective
Like, every time that
completed.
Sinbad
Now
was
finish the
around, I was
job.
like, you remind me of somebody that's funny, but I can't say who it is. But, like,
It's
Sinbad
funny.
is never the guy that I wanted.
Oh no. Too bad for him, eh?
No,
He had a good
not too
career.
bad for him. I was exposed to Sinbad.
He had a good career.
Too bad for me.
I'm sure he's still kicking.
This thing is trying to oppress me.
I can see that. Would you like some assistance?
Well, I think I could try to blow it up.
It's got good armor. It doesn't really take damage from the front.
Well, apparently it takes damage from a fucking satchel charge.
From explosions.
Yeah.
When you buy a game and you think about how much money you spend on the game, how do you think about the price of a game?
A lot of aliens heading your way.
so complicated and weird.
It is.
Collection completed. Well done. Call the escape pod in
I don't
when ready.
know. If a game is $5 or less, I have to watch trailers of it before I am willing to pay that.
Why? Because you're
'Cause
suspicious?
Oddly, yeah.
What if it was a
Like-
game made by Capcom?
It's a suspicious price point.
So you think that the publisher is communicating something to you by only charging $5 for their video game?
Drop pod departing in
Yeah,
T-minus
that thing
5
had better be
minutes.
covered with stickers that say that they're on sale.
Oh lord. Whoa.
Otherwise, I'm worried that it's some guy's top sale, like failed project.
Right.
Buy this for 10 or buy this for $5. The teacher didn't like it. Maybe you will.
That's funny.
Oh, these are gonna explode.
But what about games that are free then, right?
Oh, almost never. I don't touch that shit. That no way. There be dragons.
Backing down.
What about like Pokemon Unite?
The M.U.L.E. is
I was
secure.
incredibly
Initiating
hesitant
launch
to touch
sequence.
that. A
It-
lot of people told
Thank
me
you for your
to
good work.
go into it,
Drop
and so
pod
I
will
installed
leave
it
or
and I
without you.
did the tutorial, but I'm still incredibly hesitant.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
The only free game that, like, automatically I kind of, I can jive with that is Dwarf Fortress.
Sure. Legendary Dwarf
Like, this is a
Fortress
weird thing. Yeah, it's never gonna come out.
of Alpha or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, the developer
No,
of
it's never gonna come out of anything.
the developer of that game is famous for that sort of thing, though, right?
Yeah, it's great.
Roger that. Supplies are coming.
Take RimWorld, $40, but feels like it should be cheaper because it's indie graphic style. Even though it's a really good game, it's completely worth the $40. Yeah, for a lot of most consumers, the way that, like, according to the research, they price games is 100% just on graphics. Like, whether or not the game looks like a shiny AAA game depends on that, like, determines how much you can sell it for.
Yeah, I'm completely disconnected. Like, I have no system whatsoever, especially because console and PC have totally different price schemes. Because, like, if I want a console game, first I have to send them my blood.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's hard to even consider buying console games. They're also
Good job.
GD
You're
expensive.
making good progress on your assignment.
Yeah, it's tough these days. The last console game I bought was Ni no Kuni, which I haven't even started yet. First, I need to finish Octopath Traveler, which I've been playing like 2 hours a week for like 2 years.
I only buy them used. Xenoblade 2.
That's
I've
fair.
been sort of picking at similarly.
That's a good game.
It's like 50 pretty good games.
It's a lot of good games smashed into one good game. I can agree with that.
It's a lot of games.
Fuck. Increase my max speed. Wind up time. I don't know. Either of them I really even care about. Improved stun. More ammo. High capacity shells. Yeah. Go with more bang for your buck. On here. Shock absorbers. We're doing it.
Sweet.
Okay, let's do a mining one.
Do you have any, like, single big chunk damage weapon? Like, what is your thing that does the most single damage?
Oh, the shotgun does a ton of damage, but you got to be right on top of folks.
Okay. I'm just trying to like I see a very big number that I think is a very big number, but I don't have a great
Selected.
like
Your chariot awaits,
bearing
gentlemen.
for it
Move
because
out.
the other thing that I have to put up against it is a flamethrower.
Sure, yeah. So like my shotgun does 12 damage a pellet, and there's 11 pellets. So it's like 130 damage if done perfectly.
Oh, limited run is such a good company for that stuff.
Yeah, I feel you.
My satchel charge does around 900 damage.
Yeah, I'm with you there, Tark6. Just especially because it's like, we all know that the digital stores are not staying around forever, right? Like,
Yeah.
how many of those Wii and Wii U eShop things are just, virtual console things are just gone. Just like pulled forever, right? Yeah, that's fair. I get you. Good old games-wise. For PC games, I'm a little less about it. I guess it just changed, my attitude's a little different. I don't have any expectation of wanting to play Deep Rock Galactic in 30 years, right? But I'll admit that my perception is a bit warped in that way, right?
You're
But
gonna
yeah.
want to pick up, Hogan's Alley.
but for console games, I always go physical. Yeah. The
The point that I'm paying that goddamn much for a console game, I'd better get a physical one.
Sure, yeah, the box and the nice art. I miss manuals and the like, right? The yeah, it's interesting because you take something like the little JRPG that I'm working on. If I ever ask for money for it, I will probably get no money. Right? I'll get way more money out of releasing it for free and asking for donations than I will for actually trying to charge for it.
Like
Is
put
it?
up on itch.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that.
Because what you're saying, Jay, is something that a lot of consumers say, is that like, somewhere in between that $15 and $0 price point, people are suspicious, right? They think games should cost more, right? But unless your game looks like a $20 game, people won't pay $15 for it. You know what I'm saying? Sort of a weird thing. We're just not mining. We just need more kite. The no more consoles for you. That's fair. I'm with you. I'm so happy that Nintendo went back to cartridges.
Yeah, me too.
It's just, they're durable, right? They last.
I haven't really been following the technology. I was surprised that they even could.
Oh, I mean, it's basically just like an SD card at this point, right?
Yeah.
That's the easy way of thinking about it. They're not SD cards, but just, for the kids at home, it's an SD card.
I increased my hugging speed.
Your hugging speed? How many hugs per hour?
Well, okay. My hugs per hour are actually not good because I run out of hugs now.
Uh-oh.
I can't hug for a full hour. I get tired.
Right. Your hugs are just so vigorous.
Yeah.
Fair. Well, I'm glad you're putting your heart into it.
Yeah.
The Switch is good for that.
And my shoulders.
Yeah. The physical media I like. Cartridges I like. They're durable. If you really, really have to try hard to break a cartridge, right? And even if you do, usually
They taste bad too.
they do taste bad for the baby, for a little bit of a gamer. It's not gonna. If game is fun to play, maybe game fun to eat.
Yeah. Eat is part of play.
Yeah. Mouth play. Anyways, that's the last time I used the phrase mouth play and baby in the same sentence. But The other thing is that you can, a lot of times when cartridges don't work anymore, you can fix them, where you can't fix a CD, right?
I read I watched an interesting video about speedrunning.
I don't believe you.
Specifically, I know. Speedrunning this like SpongeBob Bikini Bottom something or other.
Sure, yeah, Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Yeah, and when the speedrunning community figured out which areas on the disc that they should smudge over to increase load times.
Or decrease, yeah.
Well, no, they wanted to increase it so that certain things would overflow. And
Oh,
so they could
wow.
like cause certain skips.
Oh god. No thanks.
Yeah.
I'm happy to just sweat it out with my stupid ring.
Nah, man. You need to sweat it out and then smear sweat on the CD.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, they were doing it though. And that's not an exaggeration. Like, sweat was one of the things that people really thought was pretty good. Somebody tried ketchup. That worked okay.
Help, 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 help.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know how I got out of that alive.
I set it all on fire and I saved you.
Well, thanks. Thanks. Wow. A and D to break free. Okay. Sure, yeah. Why not? That's a game mechanic.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, to this day, if you've got an old Game Boy game and it just doesn't boot anymore, right? You can bust open the cart, swap the housing out, give it a new battery, right? And it'll still work. Right, like, in order for
All
it
my
to...
NES games don't really load great anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is that they're all fixable, right?
Yeah.
The, like, literally, to break them, you need to free the electrons from the ROM. You know what I mean? Like, in order to break a ROM part, you need to just take it to town, right?
You're gonna need purpose. Like, that shit's not happening accidentally.
Yeah, you really gotta try.
I decided I got a little bit bored and I went really far away from where you are.
Okay.
Just make sure that you're sort of aware of the situation. I think I will come back.
I'm fighting like a million people right all at once.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'll dig in your direction then.
Holy Lord, I don't know what's killing me. Oh, dear Lord. Christ among us.
Oh, I can hear you shooting.
I call them a
Oh,
supply
you're
drop.
above me.
Supplies are on the
Because I'm
way.
getting murdered.
Wow, you're way above me. Okay. I'll try to dig up. Oh, hi.
Hello.
You seem fine.
You arrived just in time for me to vanquish
Sounds
the
lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a
the
sound
enemy.
It's okay. There's lots of bad guys though, right?
Probably. They're all gone now.
They must have knew that I was coming. Fire guy.
We heard of him. He seems dangerous.
The
Yeah.
storm is upon you.
He's willing to blow himself up and his friend. We don't want to be involved.
Yeah. Highly volatile fire guy. The flamethrower is really good at killing those small guys, eh? That's fun.
Incredible at it, yeah. You were cold.
I was not cold.
No?
No.
Oh, I had the ice thing. I still have the ice thing. Yeah, I actually switched off the thing that makes it so that things catch fire faster.
Sure.
To increase my overall damage.
Yeah, the on fire works really good against armored enemies, right?
Yeah.
Which, quite frankly, is the thing that we have the most trouble with, but yeah. I get where you're coming from.
Scanners show the wave is thinning out. Take out the rest of them, stat.
Ugh, leave me alone.
There's some nitro. Is that good? Oh, you're shooting at things. Okay.
Yeah, trying to save your dumb butt.
Yeah, the sticky fire really screws them up bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sticky stuff makes them move slower too.
That's good.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, we need more kite.
How many kite?
We need like 300 more kite.
Oh.
Ah! I'm on the ceiling. Thank you.
Notice how I didn't set you on fire that time.
I like that part. The not being on fire part. The,
My flamethrower wouldn't reach.
yeah, I'm not like a super duper, like, militant, crazy right to repair person, right? Like, I think it's okay to enter in, you know, commerce knowingly that you're buying something that might not last forever, right? Certainly
Yeah.
prefer long-lasting things to disposable things, right? But I'm not going to be so...
electronics. Like, shit's gonna stop working.
I mean, partially because it's built to not work forever, right?
Yeah.
You have like operating tolerances, right? It's why if you buy like a mixer from, you know, Amazon or whatever, it's $30. But if you buy a mixer from like a restaurant supply store, it's going to cost you $1,000, right? Because one of them is engineered to work under heavy use every day for a decade and have serviceable parts, right? And the other is designed to be thrown away in 3 years, right? After being used only 100 times. But
I thought when you said mixer, you meant like an audio mixer?
I mean the same thing, right? Like you can go to the audio shop and buy a $100 6-channel mixer, right? But you have to wonder, like, where's the money going?
Oh, I was wondering why I was getting it from like a restaurant place.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
This is also gonna be a bad one because I'm getting a mixer from.
Yeah. No, I mean like you're making bread or something, right?
Yeah.
You know, and the other thing is they're engineered to fail differently, right? Like when you getting something that's like a proper industrial tool, part of it is like it's designed to fail controllably and not catastrophically, right?
Yeah.
So your mixer, your professional mixer might break down in such a way where when it breaks, you know, it'll still have some utility for a while, right? It'll still be usable in some sense because at a bakery, right, they can't just close the bakery when the mixer breaks down, right? It needs to sort of like limp along until you can get it repaired at the end of the week or whatever.
So much stuff breaks. It's the worst.
So that's the other thing, because it's like when your mixer from eBay or whatever from Amazon dies, like it's just dead. Like the whole thing just like burns out, right? Whereas your high quality piece of gear, right, will be set up in such a way that when it stops working, like a component can fail, but the rest of it is still going to be good.
I hear that Teslas are really bad for that.
Yeah, well, who's surprised?
The component that's most likely to fail, believe it or not, is the battery.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, we've all seen those videos of Tesla's on fire, right?
I hadn't.
Okay.
But what?
We gotta find more Morkite.
How many guys?
How do you get a new stove? One I had lasted 16 years, though. Most appliances these days are like, you make it 10? Yeah. Because people want cheaper appliances, right? They don't want to spend a ton of money on an appliance, right? They would like for it to be inexpensive. And that's one of the things you
If you're a
lose.
landlord.
Yeah. But I mean, if you're a landlord, you're probably going to buy a different grade of stove because you're on the hook for replacing it if it breaks down, right? You're not just going to get a consumer level
Okay, fair.
thing, right?
If you're a building owner.
Yeah. Cost $1,000. That's fair, right? Most people go that way, right? I don't know. I guess we just have to dig down, right?
Ooh, down?
Yeah, let's go find some more kite. We gotta end this level. We're gonna be here forever.
Where the heck are you? Oh, you're really far up. Okay.
Yeah, I went the wrong way.
Yeah, I'm hanging around the resupply pod.
Okay, let's go down. Down, down, down. Dig deeper.
Okay. The fast hugs are hilariously fast.
I bet. I can hear you hugging away over there. Did you find another cavern to drill to?
I do. I just sort of. I'm drilling to you now, though.
Okay, so we gotta figure out where to go. I don't see any more caverns.
No. I'm sure you can see all the different random places that I dug into, though.
Yeah, yeah. Do we want to just like go down until the game generates some more procedures for us?
Until it decides that there's no more down.
Yeah, I wonder how big the seed is here.
Yeah, sure. I'll come over to you and just start digging down.
Okay.
Swarm on a direct intercept course. Get ready.
So it's like if your furnace like if your furnace breaks, right? Like the central heating for your home, that kind of unit is designed
Smoke him if you got him.
to fail in a way that isn't catastrophic, right? It's not gonna like ruin your home. If you go straight down, I can't follow you. Also,
Huh?
if you dig straight down, I can't follow you.
I thought you had, like, Spider-Man hands and stuff.
I can do that like once a minute.
Oh, okay. That was a miscommunication that led to me being very far down here. Oh, hi!
Hi, we're gonna get swarmed.
This was your idea! Oh god, they're falling down on us!
This part wasn't my idea.
You said just to dig down until we hit the bottom of the
I didn't mean literally like a vertical shaft.
Okay. There's just like ashes falling on his body.
You're a monster. But yeah, like if your furnace fails, it will fail in a way that won't cause your entire home to burn down. Usually, right? It has fail safes built in. But if you take like one of those like electrical portable heaters or whatever, they just burst into flames eventually, right? Like, so one day they just blow up. Yeah, they reach the end of their lifetime. Have fun getting back up. That is a really great point. Luckily, I know a guy.
What are you
Who
talking
has-
about? I'm almost out of hugs.
What a fool. That's the other thing that's good about building a ramp, right? Okay, let's go
Alright.
back. Let's dig upwards now.
We're digging up?
Yeah,
Sweet. Okay.
but on an angle, not directly up.
I'm not
I don't
going
know.
directly up. This is an angle.
Okay, good. Thank you.
You might notice that I'm no longer using my hugging hands. There is
Are
a
they-
reason for that.
Are they out of juice?
Yeah. No more hugs in there. I
Are
might
we-
have gotten rid of how much hugging so that I could hug faster.
I think endurance is a valued quality when it comes to a hugger.
Intimacy in general. I think
Yeah.
that endurance is an important quality.
We're really not finding another cave, eh? I thought the game would just be like, yo, dudes, here's another cave for y'all.
Wow, we went really far down, huh?
We went really far down.
As a team.
I'm not taking the fall for this.
No, because you had the harpoon.
Spider-Man hands?
Yeah. You don't have to fall. I like
Okay.
when we fell into a hole and the hole just slowly filled up full of dead bugs.
Yeah. Alright, maybe we should head back towards the main caverns. So, like, roughly behind us.
Okay, sweet.
Maybe we just need to explore better instead of adopt novel tactics.
Ooh, I wonder if we call in a resupply pod. It'll, like, dig us out.
I mean, provided you could get up, right?
Up? No,
Yeah,
the,
well-
the hugging hands will fix that problem.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, I see what you mean. You need some fuel.
Yeah, I don't have that. Wow, we went really far up again.
Yeah, I think the display is somewhat distorted. I think the x-axis is flattened, and the y-axis is elongated relatively.
We're really good at digging.
I mean, we are dwarves.
Yeah. And that's your class name, right? Ooh, the walls look different now.
Yeah,
Oh no, that's bug juice.
that's just bug juice.
Ooh, I think if we go straight down, we'll reach another one of my stupid tunnels.
Congrats.
Quick landing.
Do you have the power strike thing?
Yeah.
Do you ever use it while mining?
Not usually when mining. Okay, down to the right.
This is a mess.
Everything's fine. Even further to the right.
We got lost. I was sure that when we went down there, it would, like, you know, just be like, I want the game to be interesting. Here's some caverns to find.
Yeah. Like what they do in Subnautica.
The entire map in Subnautica is actually pre-rendered.
Yep, and you can get underneath it.
Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, there's
Yep,
the map
but-
in Subnautica is not procedurally generated.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
But the interesting part is what I was referring to. So they're rather than have like kill volumes or whatever.
Yeah.
When you get to certain places, it's just an endless open ocean filled with a specially horrifying monster that only exists there.
Oh, just to go get you.
Yeah. there's just no way to get away from it.
That's
you can
fun.
just go, you know, forever. But
This is the A+ content you came looking for at Tark 6. There's two dwarfs chatting. Well lost.
well,
All right.
I got out.
We have emerged. Okay, well that was an incredible waste of time.
What? We became closer to friends.
Supply
And
drop has been
people.
ordered and is on the way.
Okay, there's got to be. My mind is plenty dirty. There's no joke you can make that I can't pretend to have not understood.
A lot of bugs went after you.
There's I deal with that a lot when speedrunning Ring Fit Adventure, as I'm sure you can imagine. There's so
Bugs went
many
after you?
creepos. I'm saying that there's no dirty joke that you can make that I can pretend to have not understood.
Oh, okay.
Right? But I deal with that a lot with Ring Fit Adventure, where the number of feet comments I get on my YouTube videos is ridiculous. Okay, I found some more kite, and I also found an area to cut through.
Ooh.
I think, anyways. I don't know how feet became the thing that everybody thought was hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know.
This doesn't look good.
The fact that there's
We've
a
got a group of Praetorians
like a
heading your way.
database
Begin
that
team.
you can look up to see if people's feet are online.
That's weird.
Yeah, wiki feet.
That's really too bad.
It's really, really bad. Yeah.
Praetorian attack incoming.
It's not the feet things per se, but like the disrespect for people's privacy.
That was horrible. Yeah.
They like, I know that I'm what I'm doing, right? I know that I'm on the internet. I can't exactly complain when people look at me. But there definitely is this thing that's like, for a lot of people, like me speedrunning Ring Fit Adventure is like an explicit activity.
I like how you move your body.
Yeah.
You're moving it real fast.
You're really low on health.
Who is?
You are.
Oh yeah?
Okay, well. You know.
The wave is petering out. Wipe out the rest and get
A
on
lot of
with
those
it.
guys sort of came after me at the same time.
Yeah.
So I sat on an explosion, and most of them went away. And
Oh, okay.
I took a lot of my blood with them.
Very fair. There's some health here on the ceiling.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of enemies around.
Yeah, I'm just saying for later.
I need to keep fighting. Took a lot of ammo.
All bad guys.
Yeah, there really was. Those Praetorians were jerks.
These little guys I find annoying.
Do you have the extra damage one or the AoE?
For what?
The power attack.
Oh, I forget. Usually for those things I pick like the recharge, like the refresh rate.
Because you're using it for mining.
Yeah, and it's more useful in general, right?
I like the AoE for blowing up a lot of little guys.
That's fair.
Why is it still looking at me?
This is your winning smile. Your charming good looks.
It's because I'm hot.
Yeah, you're burning up.
See, I don't need a second on Tom Dre. I'm okay with just the one.
A single
Like, I don't need a
entendre.
full joke. Yeah.
You just say words that are funny. The kumquat.
Oh, top notch. I knew somebody who had a cat named that.
Okay. Top notch.
Great cat.
The cat was named Top Notch.
Nah. Kumquat. But it was a great cat.
That's good.
Top notch. Top notch cat.
The I went to see an apartment with a friend today, just as like moral support,
Huh?
and there was a cat there that was a real jerk.
Not a good apartment.
Luckily, I don't think the cat comes with the apartment, but it was funny.
Oh, okay.
The cat was extremely pissy. It's like, jeez, take it easy, bud. Go away. I went back to the resupply because I was out of ammo. I'm coming back to you though. Mission's taking forever.
Wasn't this sticking together your idea?
Yeah, but I had to go back for a refill.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm also out of ammo, but I'm not going back.
Well, you know, it's your choice.
Found some more kite.
Nice.
Oh, and also a big spitball inspector.
Inspector Spitball. We went to the same college.
I couldn't get the certifications, otherwise I would have been in.
Well, you know, life.
Yeah.
I have to go back to Canadian Computer College soon.
Oh, yeah?
Leading Canadian Computer College.
Big swarm detected. Bug up and get ready.
Yeah. Looking forward to be doing that.
Not top sale?
No. I just want a game. I just need a. Oh, what happened? Oh, I turned my flashlight off. I just need the programming diploma, right?
Swarm!
Yeah.
Repeat, swarm!
I mean, obviously you can take lessons in anything, right? Like, you can take classes in game design or whatnot, but I feel like it's one of those disciplines that's better learned through the practice of it than it is through the education of it.
Oh, yeah.
That's just me personally, though. Everybody learns different ways, right?
I'm now a purely melee fighter.
Great work.
Well, I don't really have any ammo, so
Oh,
the game has made my choice for me.
that was dumb. You decided not to get an ammo refill.
I wouldn't have had time. I figured we were going to be able to put another one down here.
Oh, I'm dying.
Right?
We're out of nitro. We don't have enough.
I found more.
Did you find enough to call another supply drop? Cause I'm dying. Alright, you gotta stay alive, I'm dying.
Yeah, I dug away. You want to come down into my weird dig hole?
I'm just gonna shoot dudes so that you have less to fight when you come back. Alright, I'm down. You're gonna have to avenge me.
Welcome back to the fray. That was my one time that I could do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's some nitro. Yeah. Good call. Go get her! Go get her! Yeah, we're like 28 away from another supply drop.
Yeah. That's the reason why I thought that we were going to be able to do it. Because when you went up to get ammo, I was in the middle of digging up another...
Patch of it, yeah.
Yeah.
So many of these flipping little dudes.
There's a lot of them.
Some more kite over there. If you can drill hands up to it. I
This
would
might
do.
surprise you. I will not be able to.
Oh, you're out of juice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Oh, cool. It can still overheat even when it's not drilling.
there you go.
You should be able to use that as a weapon.
Warm hands.
Yeah. Not just for massages anymore.
Deadly, deadly warm hands.
Yeah.
These hands are above atmospheric temperature.
You'll be dangerously uncomfortable. Okay, I got 13 more. How many do we need?
28, I think.
It's not the amount that I have, though.
Doing some back of the envelope math there. How close am I to the Morkite on the wall? Can you see?
Oh, I do. That's cool.
Like, where? How close am I?
Like 10 or like 5 feet above you.
Oh, okay, it's just above me. That's good. Okay,
Yeah.
I can work with that.
And you talk about me not going up to get ammo like I'm the one with a freaking grapple thing. You have choices, I don't. I was
Dude.
born with drill hands.
And I'll die with drill hands. Hey, being Spider-Man's pretty sweet. I gotta admit.
The drill hands seem cool until you need to do any kind of. Oh god.
Until you need to do any kind of.
Pardon? I've fallen very far. I lost my train of thought.
Oh, you're dead.
Yep.
Hold on. I'm not doing great either.
Hey, hold on.
No.
They're eating me.
Save it. Save it.
They're still eating me. Oh. Well, that one's big.
There you go. Also stupid.
Yeah, why did you just sit in that hole? We were just sitting, hitting it with pickaxes.
I think those guys are kind of useless unless they have dudes to command.
But yeah, the drill hands are pretty cool until you need to do anything that's like precise or
Sure.
upward. Like the upwards, even it works okay.
I don't think anybody has good upward drilling.
The engineer platforms are pretty good.
That's the one move that I don't really care. That's the one move I don't really care for at all. The platform gun. Like, I don't really get why.
I think
Kinda
it's the
hurt.
worst of the three.
Or even.
What?
There's four. There's four
Four.
classes.
Oh yeah, the one with the gun.
Yeah, gunner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Alright, let's go.
I'm worried that I'm gonna follow you for a little bit, and then you're gonna like go away like Spider-Man.
I think it's Spider-Man hands. Possible. Unlikely though. The real
I have no
game.
ammo and little health.
R6 is right. Real gamers know how to dig up. Are you admitting that
I
you're
don't know
not?
how.
Are you admitting that you're not a real gamer?
I'm not real gamer enough to save the president.
What an admission.
Yeah.
Okay, don't fall off the edge.
Ah! My kingdom for some drill hands.
Really, what we could use is the zip line, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Swarmers team,
Dig straight
lots
down?
of them coming your way. Get ready.
Yeah, you could dig straight down. We're also about to get swarmed. So it might not be good to do on this precipice, yeah?
Yeah, we're also already on an outcropping.
Yeah, so let's back up. How about?
Oh, yeah.
Either that or we just go for it. We're both pretty low on health, right? Here they come. Oh, I fell in your hole. I fell in your hole. Oh my god.
Welcome to the hole!
The hole's very bad. I'm dying.
What? What's the
We're
fuck my hole?
We're screwed,
Why are you
bud.
judging my hole?
You dug straight down. We're gonna get mobbed in
Yeah.
here.
No, it's fine. My
It's
hole's
really
great.
not fine. I'm dying.
No,
I'm
it's
dead.
fine. What? No, no, no. You're mistaken. See, you're fine.
He's incoming. Take care of what is left, then have a breather.
God.
See? Straight hole.
Where are you even going?
How? Take a different direction. What are you talking about? My hole's great.
You're an actual madman.
Great. Everything is fine. And for some reason, I'm allowed to have a flamethrower and a hugging hand. Like, why are those two in the same class?
I don't know. Get us out of here. You've also gone like nowhere.
What about it? Okay, look. It's a very, very deep hole. I need to go really far down and really far back. So it was important.
I'm definitely getting MVP on this one.
Hi. Look how much I'm digging.
It's
I'm
gonna
not even
be.
using my hugging hands.
If that thing comes down here, we're screwed.
That's fine. We're a team. Our victories and our failures are shared.
We're gonna see on the mission end screen, right? Just who
Snake.
who
Snake.
succeed.
Snake. Whoa! No, not that one.
All right. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're so dead. I'm stuck inside it.
What are you talking about? Everything's fine. Oh god! It's exploding guns. Oh god, I'm frozen. Save me.
You're such a fool. Why did you do this?
I'm gonna save us both. My plan is the plan. Believe in the plan.
I'm using my Spider-Man hands. You're on your own.
Oh, what?
I just
We did
bailed.
so well together.
Here, go get some Nitra.
I knew you were gonna betray me. I was worried about it before.
Is it a betrayal if your plan was idiotic?
Yes! My plan's still great. I'm still digging.
Alright, I'm at full health. How are you doing?
Fine, I'm digging. Oh, the fucking bugs down here.
Yeah, about that.
I miss when you were killing them.
Yeah, I
Oh, they
didn't.
hurt me quite badly. Oh, one of them has 3 names.
Alright.
Liam, I fell down.
Yeah, it's gonna be so hard to go get you. Because you tunneled to the center of the earth.
No, look, it's a big hole. I had to get really low. So that we didn't fall when we came out of it. There's not very many down here. And there's a red glow. So you know where to go.
God. You're like directly above me.
See, it was a good hole. I almost got there.
Big size.
If I was just able to do more digging, everything would have been even better.
Alright, I'm gonna try to come find you. Oh my god.
Just, try to head towards the sound of bugs eating my body.
Oh, I fell.
I'm looking
Okay.
at it on your screen. Holy shit. That was quite the fall.
Okay. Loot bug. You're filled with nitro.
You're saying that I dug into the center of the earth? Where are you now?
I'm trying to get a defensive position so I can recuperate and find you. Oops. Please rescue you indeed.
Don't leave me.
I'm not.
You gotta run out of ammo with your claw thing. Can you run out of ammo with that?
With the Spider-Man hands? No.
Yeah. No? Okay, good.
It is ammo-less. Pretty
Oh, I
good.
see you way down there. You're
Heads up,
close.
there's a swarm
You're
of
less than 50
bacteria heading
meters.
your way. Contact
You're gonna need me to
imminent.
come and save you from all this swarm. You're so close.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Contact. Take him out, team.
There's not very many bugs here eating me.
There's a lot of bugs here eating me.
So you can hear them, huh? Oh, there's one that's actually quite big here now. It has wings and maybe a friend.
Well,
There's a non-0% chance of saving me as a fool's errand.
I am doing my level best.
Okay.
There's a lot of
I feel
people.
like our real strength here is teamwork.
Aye, the work of the team.
Because there's a lot of guys here that are currently eating me that aren't fighting me.
Good news, team. The wave is thinning out.
Okay. I have 3 bullets left. And that's a cumulative. That's between all of the weapons.
Good. Do you have explosives? Because, yeah, there's a lot of guys on my bike.
No, but I think I also have enough nitro to call a drop.
Okay.
I just need to defend myself long enough
Right.
to get the
I'm
resupply.
gonna stop spamming X.
Okay.
You need me to spam X over and over again.
Wow, there are so many of them. No, M.U.L.E, stop running. I need the mule to stay put. Cave is cool though. Oh god. Alright, Mule, where are you? Did you stay put? No. Why do you keep moving? Okay. How many bad guys are on you right now?
Oh god. I mean, it's hard to see considering all the bad guys.
Oh, really?
I mean, there's a lot of them that have wings and visible weak spots. That's helpful, right? They definitely have visible weak spots.
Okay. I have
Yeah,
enough
those
for...
things. Those things that are currently trying to eat you?
Yeah.
There's, I think 3 of them on me.
Okay. I have enough for a supply drop now. I'm gonna see if I can't do something fun here. Okay.
I feel like if we just straight fail, we will still have gained more from the story than
Supply pod launched.
we would have
Better
lost.
stand back.
Potentially.
Or would have gained from if we just won real quick.
Maybe.
Oh
Maybe.
my god, it's working. It's working! It's working!
Did I do it?
It worked! I'm on the top of it! How did that work?
I ran underneath you and called the supply pod directly below you.
Enemies. That's amazing!
So it would come bring
Nice
you
aim.
down. So it would come bring you down like an elevator.
Now they're shooting at me rather than trying to straight eat me, but yeah, that 100% worked. 100%. I'm somehow on top of it rather than underneath it. Whatever.
Alright. I'm dead now. You gotta survive.
No.
I tried. I used
Great.
every trick I knew.
And we learned from the experience, I feel.
Yeah. Ugh. We just took way too long.
Yeah.
I think in part
That
it
was
was just the map too, right?
Yeah. It took us too long to find that, like, bottom area that was the entire map.
Yeah. Oh well, these things happen. It was fun.
I think we specifically took too long talking about economics.
Yeah.
That was
Maybe.
the thing that slowed us down.
Maybe. Okay. Oof. Okay. The other thing I don't feel like the difficulty was too high. I feel like we just got in a really weird seed.
Yep. I agree. I think I'm gonna have to go to bed.
Mission select.
Okay, that's fair. Getting late your time, eh?
Yeah, I have to be at work in around 6 hours.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you should go to sleep.
Yeah, or like start a game of Slay the Spire. But like, I should at least get in on it, you know?
Sure, yeah. It's a dangerous game.
It's true. Play the gates.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for the games, Jigo. Jumping out of voice chat there. Let's play this mission.
Deep, so be on your guard. Scanners indicate particularly rich veins of morkite and gold further down. Bring it back, boys.
See if I can do this solo. Yeah, I think the issue was there was a few issues. Honestly, a few things went wrong there. But I think the biggest thing we have was just the goofiness of the map. It just took us, as Jacob said, forever to find our way into what was the main area. Like at that point, we had only mined up a third of the required materials in order to beat the level. So, good luck with that. Ooh. Gold. Alright. I like the gold, though. Use my dwarf wings. I wish. My Spider-Man hands. The Spider-Man hands are really good, but you only get one use, right? Like, you can't string them together. So, like, wherever you go using your Spider-Man hands, it needs to be like a safe place to head to, right? And that was not the case with Jiko's hole to hell that he had drilled. This hole nowhere. How much gold? Dwarf wings, I love it. I think there's an alternate history where we had just drilled down the slope of the cavern and none of that would have happened. But oh well. As Jiko says, at least we have the story now, right? The tale will tell our grandchildren. We were fools, but we had pure hearts. Okay. Gold. Do these have goodies in them? I forget. They do. I'm not exactly sure what they're for, but I think they just get you more video game points. They're very important to have. Upgrade your Club Penguin card, right? One thing I notice about the Scout is that not so much with the durability for the shield. Found that the Gunner's shield is way more goodly. So I guess therein lies the dinguses that I'm supposed to collect for the secondary objective for this mission. That's good to know. I hit him 3 times. And then you get the dingus out of it. What was that? Green glowy dude. Go take care of that for me, Bosco. I'll just take this lesser responsibility of grabbing the nitro you mined for me. Sweet, great work. I agree. I don't see you exploding, Jerkopolis over there. Jerkantonio. I think we're second item. Okay, well that was a different one. I didn't see that other one. Oh lord. Problem. That's a pretty good go though. That's doing no damage at all. I like how you can still do like the ledge hop even when you're reloading and the animation just isn't there. You just continue to see your character reload. Yeah, it's fine, right? the solution. Just to make it work.
Get ready.
Oh, all that beautiful nitra. I was so close to saving Jiko there with the with my silly supply drop trick.
Swarm, it's a big one, team.
It would have been beautiful if it had worked. You're a big one, team. That's too bad. I actually wanted that guy to explode. Go hide for a bit till my shields come back.
The stream of incoming enemies is practically eradicated, and you're still alive. Well done.
I mean, I don't feel that way, but hey, you know, who's keeping score? Moving progressively further from the supply drop. But it's okay. I happen to have Spider-Man hands. This bug I do not like. Not that I like any of them, but that one especially. And now it's dead. You were gross. And now you're dead. Okay. We got the big old green dude. Big shiny green dude. 10 Jadeds. Cool. Hey, why not? Go do that. A good buddy. And I'll do some looting. See what I can't find for myself. Okay. Nitra is always handy. It keeps you alive later in the game. Nothing like the ancient art of jump mining. Okay. Go dig through that earth for me. Bosco, please. Robot Squire. Autobomb Pal. I wonder if there's a color scheme that I can get for Bosco that looks like Autobomb Pal. I'd be into that. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what's out there. Okay. Down we go. Okay. Since I can actually reach this, let me take care of that, Bosco, and you go get some ceiling loot. That's bad. Oh, I got it all. Good old Bosco. Those monsters always turn to face me, so like I kind of need Bosco to fight them for me because I just can't ever hit their weak spot. Because they like rotate as fast as you can move. You need the flank, right? You shoot them in the face forever. Especially as the scout, right? Like you just never get the right damage output. Spend all day shooting them in the face. Make no progress. Halfway there. This is one little guy, I guess. Okay, down we go. Lots of gold. Lots of gold. Getting rich. Getting rich. 3, 2, 1, go. Getting rich. Dwarf style. Bottom of the hole. Potentially getting eaten by bugs. Is it worth it? I guess it's worth it to the characters in game. I didn't stop to think about what the motivations the dwarfs were until this moment. Why do they do it? What drives them? Are they just naturally greedy? They just want the stuff? Ah. Will I ever know? There's two things on top of each other. Wow! What a silly little dude. Yeah, I think I'm getting to the point where I really don't need nitro anymore. Yeah, I've got enough for 2 more supply drops.
Swarm incoming. Get through it fast. We're on a tight schedule here.
Mind the thing. Go mind the thing. I wonder if the electricity hurts the bad dudes.
Contact. Lock and load.
Or if they're immune to that kind of thing. They seem to be unfazed by the electricity. Great work. Good work, Bosco. That's bad. They're doing the mining for me now.
The wave is almost over. Wipe out what's left.
Oh no, you're right there. Shoot. Alright, 55 more. Like 3 loads. Oh no, it's like 2 loads. I think there's another patch over on the other wall. Yeah, over there. I'd already sent Bosco to do some mining. Slag. Use it one. Oh, there's a big one right there. The big one. That's what we need. I just need 22 more. Hey, go get the thing, come on.
All quarters met.
Alright.
Well done, team. Activate your transponder via the M.U.L.E and get back home.
We're good.
That's how you
Get
do it.
out of here.
Our part is on the way.
Probably gonna be through this.
Drop pod has arrived. Retrieving the M.U.L.E. Drop pod departing in T-minus 5 minutes.
More gold. Up we get, up we get. Once more on the opposite of the deep. Ah! Grab some supplies, why not? Don't really need them, but might as well get them while we're here.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
I think we've got enough time. We can get there in 4. You're a big one. There you go, 2 shotgun shells and then a power pick to the booty. That'll do it. Okay. Here's what how much gold I actually ended up with here.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 3 minutes. The M.U.L.E has docked, initiating launch sequence.
I thought there was more weird bulby things. I'm only missing 2, and then I can get the bonus upgrades. Let's go take a quick look. I didn't see any in on the approach. I'll give myself like a minute to look. Did I mine that already? Yeah, okay. Boom.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 2 minutes.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm leaving. No bonus for getting out fast. You just gotta get out it all. There's one. Is there one more in this area? Okay, great. I don't think you can deposit it though. Well, if anything, this will just be a test of that. Good to know, right?
Drop pod departing in T-minus 1 minute.
Can I do this?
A secondary
Oh, you can. Cool. All right.
Bonus will be transferred to your accounts on mission completion.
Well, I learned something. It's good to know.
Extraction commencing. Good work.
It's good to know. All right, how much gold did I get? $1 million. It just felt like a lot, so I'm curious what the number is and what it actually means. Okay, wow. So the majority of the money I earned was from finding gold. 289 gold worked out to be 1,000. It's like a ×3 multiplier or something. Somewhere in there. You don't get a lot of experience points for kills in this. I guess makes sense. Sort of like a secondary point to the main goal of
Excellent performance. 1 mission to go.
mining, right? You're not really there to murder stuff. You're there more to extract minerals. The Beastmaster one I am curious about. So I'm gonna unlock it. Just because I'm curious. Find it. Alright, we'll do one more. That'll be good. We'll go here. And we'll knock down the difficulty a little bit. We'll make this a joyride.
Insertion sequence initiated. Board the drop pod.
Dice. Away we go. Load of ammo. What a dummy. Never be out of ammo. Gotta get eaten. So I guess you don't promote a character in this until they reach level 25. I think the way that I've been bouncing around, it's gonna take me a long time to get any of my classes or characters up to level 25, but you know, it's okay. No need to rush. I'm very much enjoying this. Very silly, very straightforward, yet complicated in all the right ways. Little game. It's been fun. Been a good one. Some of the maps take way longer than others to load, I've noticed. Which is interesting. I wonder why the diversity. I guess I was wrong about it procedurally generating stuff on the fly. It seems like it's all done ahead of time. Which is QL. As long as the game's fun. Wow.
Okay, team, you've signed up for escort duty. Our target is an Omran Heartstone, and your job is to protect and maintain the drill dozer as it makes its way there. Get ready.
I like this game mode. It's fun. Gotta protect a big machine. Good job, the people who made this game, for making a escort game mode. That's actually fun. You gotta give mad props to that. Usually those are just the worst. Raining inside the cave. Hey, why not? Nitro full. Go do that one, Bosco. The old gun mining. Doing fun around the walls of this cave. Looking like maybe no. Oh, there's one of these guys. And clear everybody. Where did that dumb mule go? Come back. Alright. On the money for a supply drop. That's really all we need. Just get that 80-point mark.
Let's get this mission rolling.
Incredibly good button pressing.
And homing in on the Heartstone.
See that room. It was nice. Thanks for letting me stay for a bit.
Attention team, to keep the drill dozer running at full capacity, you need to keep it clear of bugs. Also, we got an incoming swarm.
Yeah, we're playing Minecraft. This is a Minecraft mod. How you doing, good grocer? Whatever. How are you? Welcome, bienvenue. It's good to have you. I'm just driving my Minecraft cart, shooting bugs with my Minecraft gun. You know. Stuff we all love and remember clearly from Minecraft on account of the fact of that it happened. That's why our memory of it is so clear from the time it really took place. You guys are gross. Oops. Missed your grenade, oh well. Oh, I wasted another grenade. I'm an idiot. Oh well. It's gonna be fine.
The drill dozer is out of fuel.
Predictable.
Refill the fuel canisters mounted on its back. Use the canisters to extract any nearby oil shale, and we'll have the drill dozer operation.
Got any fun stories? Anything interesting going on? These guys are trying to get rid of my Minecraft. My Minecraft is macrame. Kind of crafting I do in my mine. I used to take macaroni and glue it onto plates in order to draw some cool pictures. But I got out of that. And now I'm mostly doing macrame. Do you mind? Trying to participate in industry over here. These are bead sculptures all together with an iron myself. Oh yeah, what are those things called? Will people do like pixel art with them or whatever? Perlers or something? Perler beads? Is that what that's called? That's the thing, right? I'm not making that up. What if I was making that up? It sounds like a product people would buy though. You have no idea. But that is a thing, right? I always find it not strange isn't quite the right word, but I often wonder about the inspiration behind people who do pixel art in Minecraft. You know what I'm saying? Like they're drawing in Minecraft. They're drawing, and for their drawing tool they have chosen Minecraft. Do they know about like Photoshop and Aspirate and even like Paint? They must. I think people just like Minecraft. Yeah. See, that I can find a little bit more understanding in, because it's kind of fun to spatially represent the logic states.
The drill dozer is under attack.
Yeah, I mean, it's like one of those marble computers, right? Comp sci nerds with too much time on their hands. Go defend it, Bosco. Depending upon you.
The drill dozer is fueled and ready to go.
Thank you, Bosco. I think in the modern era, like,
The drill dozer is en route
what a
to
computer
Alaska.
actually
Expect
does
heavy resistance.
has been like heavily mystified by just like the speed of current like home computers. But it used to be a job people did, right? It's those gals, computer science, or at the like physics department or whatever. And instead of having like an x86, you had like Deborah. Nice.
Swarm on the intercept course.
This stuff's
Get ready to
cool.
Protect the drill dozer.
I like that stuff. Getting closer to the analog, you know what I mean? That's one of the reasons why I've been learning how to develop for the Game Boy, right? I like the hands-on-ness. The extent to which, like, what you're doing in code represents a physical state in the device in some knowable way. I find that really cool. I'll check that out. Ben Eater. That's curious to me. Yeah. Just, if not necessarily to program or to use it a lot, but just to sort of like know what's going on, right? Just so you don't end up in a situation where you think the computer is magic. Or is it? It could be. Sometimes JavaScript feels magic.
Fuel again. Time to harvest some oil shale, folks.
If magic meant dumb and stupid. And chaotic. That's a topic for another time. Oops. The web is a very big mess. It's true. I won't disagree with you there. I like how JavaScript allows you to delete fundamental types. Like you can just go and like delete number. It's like, why? Good old Perl. Perl is a language where you put a bunch of beads together and heat them up in order to make pixel art, right? That's that one? Am I thinking of the right language? I don't know any Perl. There's a few Perl scripts that I work with at work. It doesn't seem that complicated, but I've never learned any Perl, so it might as well be magic. Bosco, what are you doing? You're supposed to be defending my honor. I love how the Minecraft driller complains when it gets attacked. Like all whiny. Okay, so where's the oil shale then? Up there. I have to go back to Canadian Computer College soon, and I have to take another web class, and I'm not looking forward to it. Kudos to the people who want to do web development, so I don't have to. But I really don't like it. It's not my cup of tea, as they say. What kind of programming do you do, Goodwill? What cleans your clock? What makes your brain tick? Or was the impact that web programming had on you so profoundly bad that you gave it up forever? Yeah, language or like type of thing. Usually people end up with some sort of specialty, right? They end up on a, tools team for 8 years or whatever, right? But either way, it's your story, right? You can tell it as you please. You do graphics? Cool. Graphics is something I don't really know a lot about. C++ is good. C++ is definitely the language I know best. The one I like to work in. That's fun. Yeah, I don't really know much about graphics other than like triangles forever, right? All triangles all day.
Drill dozer is ready to make more progress.
Um,
Drill dozer moving. Everything looks fine, but expect that to change soon.
yeah, I know mostly about, most of the tough stuff I do is audio programming, so I'm on the other half of that thing. Making the computer make noises.
Incoming swarm. Keep the dozer safe.
It's a good time. It's a good time. I've had, a bit of an increased understanding of a bunch of Git tools this past week, which was good. I was learning how to use build machines and remote testing and stuff to much greater effect than I was before, which is good. It's awesome to learn a new set of tools, but with that also came a new set of problems to have. So I screwed up a bunch of stuff this week, kind of. I know how I'm gonna fix it, but it's humbling. What a deep topic. Version control, graph theory. Oh baby. What a menace. It's good though. As long as you're learning, that's what matters. Over time you get better, right? Your skills develop. And so you take on higher level challenges. Yeah, like as in like yeah, GIT. As in like version control software. You know. Check out my cool branch. Pushing and pulling and rebasing and frantically trying to do restores because you broke everything. You know. Version control. I guess most people are either using something like Git or like, Perforce, right? Those are the two big ones, as far as I know. I'm out of bullets. I just got the shotgun. This has been a long drive. SVN is still popular, but yeah, getting P4 are the two bigs probably. Yeah, I've not run the numbers, but those are the two that I've frequently come in encounter with.
Drill dozer has reached the target.
It's really tempting to hate version control software.
But we expect heavy pressure when the drilling commences.
You know what I mean? Like,
Extraction
feels
commencing.
easy to.
Drill dozer running at full steam.
But I can only imagine how much worse things would be without it.
Vibrations are attracting the bugs. We got an incoming swarm. Please remember that the drill dozer is top priority.
Yeah. I mean, it makes itself pretty hateable.
Launching
The other thing, right?
swarm. It's a big one, team.
The, it might be an example of, like, the most offset power versus, communication in an interface I've ever seen. You know, you can screw things up immediately and have absolutely no idea how you did it.
Outer crust has been breached. Keep defending the drill dozer.
But I get it. It's set up for the expert, right? It's not set up for the novice. It's set up so that experts can use it quickly and effectively and not have to be interrupted by helpful features. But that means that everybody has had Git heartaches while learning it as a tool, right? As a development tool. Oh, the Git heartaches. Git disasters. Maybe Git meltdowns.
We got a big horde of enemies approaching the drill dozer. Defend it or die trying. The drill dozer is at the halfway point. Keep it running. Incoming! Smoke him if you got him.
Autobahn pal knows what's up. I think part of what makes Git so tough is that oftentimes yeah, I don't know. It's just an expression, right? What do words mean? They're just noises and stuff. Yeah, I think one of the big challenges with Git is that oftentimes when you're using Git, you're coming in on a project that's existed for a very long time and has complexity to it as a result of that timeline that does not expose itself to you very well just through, you know, the Git interface, a blinking cursor, waiting ominously.
The drill dozer is exposing the core. The Heartstone is almost ours.
And so a lot of times it can be really difficult and confusing to work with for reasons that Git will never tell you about, right? For reasons it'll never surface. So you just sort of like have to talk to a colleague who like has been around for a long time. Be like, oh yeah, when this happens you have to use this because the build server is set up like that, and it'll say this, but it's wrong. What you actually want is that. And if you do it right, nothing will happen. Like these kinds of things. Yeah. That's good. I mean, you know, what are you gonna do, right? We were sort of talking about this earlier, but I think these workplaces kind of attract people who are resilient in that way, who aren't going to give up just because a silly thing happened, like Git erased their entire progress for a month. You know. So as a result, in those workplaces, all you have are the only people working there are resilient people who aren't going to give up just because Git erased their progress for a month. And those are the kind of people who are not necessarily going to be too concerned about perfectly documenting the thing for the next person.
The drill dozer served its purpose. The Heartstone is ours.
So everybody gets to have that initiation experience.
Armor and Heartstone secured. Press the button on the mule and we will send in the drop pod.
I like how it's just strapped to the back of the mule. Very funny.
Drop pod en route. Hang in there.
Alright, let's get out of here. Running all the way back.
Drop pod has arrived. Retrieving the mule. Drop pod departing in T-minus 5 minutes.
Kind of a complicated thing though, because like, oh, did I take the wrong turn? I think so. It's kind of a complicated thing because part of that is also your training, as it were, right? Like getting through those experiences is part of like how you learn to do the thing properly. So they're not like completely invaluable experiences to have. It's just interesting how like the unintuitive frustration just sort of is built into the job. It's just sort of part of it, right?
The M.U.L.E has docked, initiating launch sequence.
And once you know forever, and you're done.
Departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
And then the next time you're helping the new person, you're like, oh yeah, you just gotta, no, I know. And then they say, but why would, and but this and that, and it doesn't, and then you go, yeah, that's right. Oh well.
That's one for the books.
I have my own thing I have to go do now. Good luck. Good times. Good times. It's been interesting contrasting these things to my previous career, which is being a musician. I think one of the things that's different is music is so much more collaborative. Software development is collaborative, of course, but
license upgraded.
it's
If precision is your thing, then I'm fairly convinced you're going to like the M1000 Classic.
cool. But music is collaborative in the sense where like you are playing the same piece of music as somebody in a timely fashion, right? Note for note, in unison. Sometimes actually in unison. Together. And software development is much more collaborative in a looser general sense. And so there's a sort of like, in the moment feedback that you can get as a musician, like right on the page. Someone will point to your music on the stand and go, no, play this like that. And then you've gotten the feedback like 2 seconds after the thing took place. Whereas you can definitely end up wallowing in anguish a little bit in software development before the next time you have an opportunity to get some feedback. But that's just part of it. Armor rig. Anguish is a strong word, right? You get what I'm getting at. What a focus. What is a focus? Focus shot damage? Anguish is appropriate? Okay. If you say so. I just mean like, from my perspective, anguish isn't quite the right word because it's like, you gotta know that this is what you're getting into, right? Like, the software, you gotta hope the software doesn't work, right? Because if the software works, they don't need you. Right, so things not going properly is sort of the run of the mill, right? It's the necessary thing. You want the software to not work. All right, let's try this.
Drop pod is ready. Time to leave.
But yeah, sometimes, yeah. The tech problems, exactly, yeah. If everything worked properly, they wouldn't need us. We would be redundant. We need for the software to not work. I've been thinking about interfaces a lot lately. How they're designed, what they're for, the differences between...
Time for a round of pest control team. We got dreadnought cocoons on our scanners, and you get to eradicate them before they turn into something even worse.
The differences between, like,
Plenty of ammo. They can take a punch.
an effective interface that allows you to do work quickly with high precision with a few number of inputs and low like mental overhead, like as a user, versus like interfaces that meet people's expectations. You know what I mean? Like look like the task is performed the way that they're used to the task being performed, kind of thing. Because they're certainly not the same, right? What's the focus shot? Oh, you hold and release. Got it. Okay. That's fun. Sniper rifle of sorts. Like I was reading some very rude very rude feedback a user had given at an ungodly hour, right? So you can only imagine what their state of mind was when providing it, right? But the issue that they had seemed to be more that not necessarily the software didn't do what they wanted it to, but just that the workflow was represented in a way that wasn't like another piece of software they already knew. And this was, you know, in the late hour, not what they wanted from their life. Fair. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, I think that this weapon doesn't really work good in single player, because I'm going to seldom, if ever, get the kind of angles on these types of enemies that this type of weapon is good for, that I actually need. Just because these enemies always focus on me, and like Bosco ends up doing like the armor breaking. Really hard for me to narrow, like wheel in and get a shot that I need. Got one there. I mean, when it hits, it does pack a punch, though. I mean, like, one person complaining is whatever, right? Like, that's the other thing, is interfaces are not for everybody. They're for most people. Right? And if you happen to not like it, you're welcome to that opinion. That's fine. You can not like it, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it isn't working for a lot of other people. The two things can be true at the same time. But yeah, there's definitely a thing in software where people expect to open up a new program and just like know how to use it without thinking. Like they want to just be able to double click that exe and immediately just go. Which is interesting, because I don't think we have that expectation in a lot of other areas of life, right? Like you wouldn't think that about a plane. You know what I mean? You wouldn't just like go sit in the cockpit of a airplane and being like, you know, this interface should allow me to use this plane at professional level of ability immediately. You would never. No one thinks that way, right? But we do think that way about software, where it's like you open up the new thing, and if you're not scooting in 30 minutes, people are pissed. People are pissed. What's with this garbage program, with this unintuitive interface? Who the hell made this? These people are idiots. Why isn't it just exactly like this other program I already use and I know how to use? Right. This is a very silly line of thinking. The other one was so good. Why did you switch? Make it exactly like the other one, but more. You know, you don't have that with, like, I guess some people have this attitude with a guitar or whatever, right? But you know, who would you take seriously who said, yeah, I've been playing guitar for like 3 hours and I haven't figured it out? I think the guitar's interface is broken. Just a thought. I'm certainly not taking a stroll down good old blame the user lane. But it is interesting how different our perspectives are on where software should meet us as users from where from how we feel about other things surrounding it. All right, let's go shoot the dingus. Okay. I've been in this room before. Oh, I just took a bad fall. Oh, that sucks. I'm dying. Whoa. Okay. Wow. 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 Oh boy. Oh, I'm getting messed up here. Oh, that's bad. It's over 80 nitro. Okay. I wonder how long you need to charge for in order to get the charge bonus. Also, I'm dying.
Well done, team. Immediate dreadnought threat eliminated. Activate the transponder on the Mule. We'll send in an extraction pod to pick you up.
Alright, I made it. That's good. Congrats to me.
Sending in the drop pod. Supply drop has
We
been
can't get
ordered
some
and is on
supplies
the way.
here. I like this rifle a lot. I feel like it would work way better in a team situation. But this is supposed to be a co-op game, so I can hardly complain about that.
Drop pod has arrived. Retrieving the Mule. Drop pod departing in T-minus 5 minutes.
Alright, let's go, M.U.L.E. M.U.L.E.ville Mulers. Yeah, the charge shot does way more damage. Sniper rifles are like a force multiplier thing, right? Not a force thing. Alright, we in there.
Departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
The shoot's nice and straight. Alright, we're good.
Initiating launch sequence. Deep Rock Galactic thanks you for your good work. Drop pod will leave with or without you.
We're good.
Extraction commencing. Good work.
Fun one. I like that new weapon a lot. Classic, right? Classic. The old noob tube or whatever. Noob tube with a twist. I think it works for this game. Alrighty. I'm gonna hit the old dusty trail now. I've been standing this entire stream. This has been a standing stream. So I'm ready to go kick up my feet a little bit and take it easy on the old coach. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. Thanks for chatting, hanging out, Tark6. Always good. And I don't know, streaming again, but we'll definitely on Sunday evening for Game Boy development stuff. But after that, who knows? So yeah, I'm sure I'll see you around one of these days, though. Thanks so much. Okay, I'm gonna hit the button. 3, 2, 1, button.